The first time I came into Sharp was I've been a little bit around Narcotics Anonymous and stuff, and I was sort of like closed-minded around the 12-step treatment centre, and I sort of heard about Sharp through the recovery community, friends and stuff like that. And I think I'd done residential treatment centres under the therapeutic community, and I'd done CC houses and stuff like that, and it never ever worked. You know, and I was sort of at a rock bottom in my life. I was selling a big issue outside British Home stores on Lord Street, and you know, I just came to Sharp just out of sheer desperation. My life, my family, everything I'd lost, and I just thought I'd try it really and just give it a shot. My addictions were heroin and crack cocaine, benzodiazepam, methadone, cannabis. I was sort of, escaping from life really. You know, I had a lot of problems as a child. I come right through the care system from the age of 8 to 16, and then I continued right into the prison system. You know, I feel, you know, I ain't got no excuse for why I took drugs. I took drugs because I took drugs, but you know, I feel there was a lot of childhood issues. There was a lot of emotional issues. You know, I feel as a child I didn't have no one to turn to, and you know, to be able to come to Sharp, you know, I had staff in here that were highly professional, and I was able to turn to them for support. And through working an abstinence-based project, I was able to get rid of all those emotions, all those feelings, and I was able, while I was here, to learn coping strategies with life. I mean, my first day at Sharp, it was more like just getting used to the flow of things and seeing what was going on. And you know, it was quite confusing really, because you know, in an abstinence-based project, there's quite some big words that get floated about that I was just totally just never even heard of, like just words that I didn't even know was in the dictionary. So you know, all that was quite daunting, and that was quite wow, you know. And like, you know, I didn't really have a great upbringing as a child and stuff, and some of these words that was getting bandied about, my head started telling me that you'd have to be brainy to get a 12-step abstinence-based program, and you know, I'm not going to get this, and then my head started saying maybe these have got A levels and O levels and all that sort of stuff, and you know, my head just wouldn't give me the reality that these people had also come from the streets. I think it's what Sharp gave me when I was going home at night, the coping strategies that they'd taught me in here during the day. It gave me a chance to then leave the front door at night, leave Sharp behind and live my life for them amount of hours, and then to come in the morning and share my experiences about how I'd been in the night and what meetings I'd gone to and all that sort of stuff, and that really helped me get it out. And like, you know, I was scared last night. Why I was scared? This is why I was scared. You know, and then you'd get help off the counsellors and stuff, and they'd identify with what was wrong really. Well, I think you get a lot of stigma out there. You know, you sort of recommend the 12 steps to people, and you know, because it's got God within the 12-step program, you know, that scares a lot of people, and you know, it scared me. You know, I was brought up an atheist and all that sort of stuff, and you know, I truly believe a 12-step program was the best ever thing that's ever happened to me. And you know, you get a lot of people saying, well, maybe it's not for everyone. But you know, there's a lot of people who might say that, but hang on a minute, have you tried it? Have you ever tried a 12-step program? And most people will say no. You know, my advice to anyone out there is try it. You know, it's nothing gained and nothing lost. You've got to look at the life that you're living to the life that you see people on a 12-step based abstinence program who are working it. It's just totally amazing. It's just totally changed my life. If you wanted to see what I've got in my life today, you know, I went through a 3.5-year custody battle to get my daughter back. You know, I have her back in my life. I've got her tonight. I'm going to take her to see Build a Bear tomorrow and build a bear with her. You know, and all that stuff, you know, I didn't think I'd get back. You know, I used to live in crack dens where the door was wide open and people could come in day or night. There was just needles and piss and shit everywhere. You know, that's the way I live my life. That was my reality. You know, today I own my old tenancy down. I work for a drug and alcohol project, the Wirral Drug and Alcohol team over in Birkenhead. You know, I buy my own clothes, I pay council tax, I pay electricity. You know, I pay all my bills. You know, and all that through working a 12-step program learnt me all the coping mechanisms, how to do that, all the coping strategies. I was just a broken man when I come here, just totally broken half. So, and I've just totally turned it around. My life's just totally different. You know, like I didn't come here to get my daughter back. You know, I didn't come here to hold my tenancy and pay my bills and all that stuff. That was never on my mind. I just come here to get a bit of peace, and they're the gifts that come with recovery. You know, they just go on, and there's just more will be revealed. I suppose what the future holds for me is maybe holidays and stuff like that. You know, in time. You know, I've just started off working within the substance misuse field. But you know, all I want is an holiday a year. I want to be able to see my daughter. I want to be able to get up and go to work. You know, I just want to be a normal, productive member of society. That's all I ever wanted.